The African savanna stretched endlessly in every direction, a vast sea of golden grass rippling under the brutal sun. The air shimmered with heat, and even the wind seemed too tired to move. Mark Thompson had always loved this land, its untamed beauty, its raw, dangerous pulse that made every photograph feel alive. But now, as he hung limply against the rough bark of an acacia tree, ropes biting into his swollen wrists, the savanna felt like a cruel god watching him die slowly. 3 days. 3 days without water, without food, without a single sign of rescue. The first day, he had shouted until his throat turned to sandpaper, his voice carried off by the wind. The second, he had prayed that someone from his team would find him, perhaps David, his assistant, or one of the guides from the camp. But by the third day, even prayer had turned to dust. His lips were cracked, his tongue felt like leather, and every breath came with a rasping pain. The flies were the worst. They didn't care that he was human. They crawled across his face, his wounds, the corners of his eyes. He tried to shake them off, but even the smallest movement sent a shock of agony through his body. Sweat had long stopped forming, his body had nothing left to give. He remembered how it had started, how something that was supposed to be a simple photo expedition had turned into a nightmare. He had come to capture the Great Migration, the endless herds of wildebeest thundering across the plains, dust rising like storm clouds behind them. It had been his dream project, a chance to cement his name among the world's leading wildlife photographers. He had always pushed boundaries, getting closer, staying longer, taking risks that others wouldn't. That's why when the local ranger warned him about poachers in the area, he didn't take it seriously. "They won't bother me," he had said with a confident grin. "I'm not after them. I'm after the light." But poachers didn't care about intentions. They saw his camera gear, his satellite phone, his jeep, all expensive, all valuable. He remembered the moment they had found him, 4 men with scarves covering their faces, rifles slung over their shoulders, and eyes that held no mercy. They had shouted at him in a language he didn't understand, forced him out of his jeep, stripped him of everything, camera, phone, even his boots. One of them, the one with the scar running down his cheek, had said something to the others that made them laugh. Then they tied him to the tree, tight enough that his circulation cut off, and left him there. He didn't know if they meant to kill him or simply let the desert do the work. But as the days passed, it became clear this was an execution without bullets. Around him, life went on. The sun rose and fell, the animals came and went. Hyenas laughed in the distance at night, lions roared far away, and once, a herd of elephants passed so close he could feel the tremor of their footsteps. They didn't notice him. Oh,